Today, folks, we just saw copper prices hit record highs as Trump announces a 50% tariff on the commodity. And right now, copper sitting at $5.46 per pound. This is the electrified metal of the future. Regardless of looking at battery metals or lithium, you have to recognize that EVs alone use 4x the amount of copper, let alone wind, solar. The fact that the entire system you're operating on for electricity is copper based, and there's no better replacement, and all that infrastructure is going to be needing upgrading. And the US cannot meet its own supply right now, even though they're producing around half of the commodity. The supply and demand metrics are completely messed up as everything is electrifying. So I want to break this down a little bit more in depthly and how it relates to Oroco Resource Corp, a company we've been following on this channel that has one of the largest copper deposits in Mexico. And we've talked about how this company is trading at over 1/20th of the market cap versus net present value of about 1.5 billion post-tax and pre-tax about 2.64 billion. And I do have a stake in this. This company does sponsor this channel, so I'm going to leave all the disclaimers down in the description below. These, of course, are opinions of my own and do not constitute financial advice. But Oroco Resource Corp trades on the TSXV under OCO, and we've been following this story since about March of this year. It did have quite a nice run up and has been consolidating ever since. And regardless about how you feel of the tariff imports, this company is still trading so far off the value potential of this project that I don't think it's going to be impactful regardless. It could affect the sale, which I know Oroco is trying to lean toward coming into 2027. They do want to build this property out, get it ready, as they have government backing now. Mexico is really looking to lean in and expand other commodities, resources with Plan Mexico. So the company does have a lot aligning for it, and I think the market still is not recognizing it regardless of what Trump wants to do. The supply and demand will be there regardless, and I know people are paying attention to it. So let's just talk about the recent news. And I recently interviewed Ian Graham, and I want to share with you some clips because he's going to talk about the Treasury, financing. He'll talk a little bit about what we can expect in the coming months in the latter half of 2025, but we did notice that they canceled a $1.5 million non-brokered private placement. And from my understanding, this was coming from one investor. And according to the terms, I don't think that one investor could meet those terms. So they decided to cancel because they're looking out for the best interest of us as shareholders. So that was really interesting to see happen. And they also announced that they're engaging Whittle Consulting. And if we take a look at Whittle Consulting, just to get an idea of what they're bringing, apparently the study they will be running leverages the existing mineral resource estimate from Oroco's Q3 2024 preliminary economic assessment, their PEA, and the company's project database, requiring no additional data collection. Whittle's proven track record with over 120 enterprise optimization studies demonstrates its ability to significantly improve project economics through its proprietary Prober F software. This advanced tool integrates linear programming with sophisticated search algorithms, utilizing over 300 computer cores to tackle complex multivariable mining challenges. This is all to kind of just make sure they're maximizing the value. And what's great is Whittle is going to receive 60% of its consulting fee in Oroco common shares. So this is very, very, I think for us as shareholders, attractive from the fact that they're not just giving them full cash, and that, Whittle does and is willing to take a share ownership in this project, which just, again, shows that there is value here and other people are recognizing it. But just take a quick listen, because I know some of the concerns have been around financing, and we'll just get an idea of what the next 6 months look like. So just take a quick listen to what Ian Graham had to say.
Our treasury is modest, but we're not at a significant burn. We haven't begun any of the large studies yet. Obviously, we've just announced Whittle, but they're going to help finance that by taking a part of their compensation in stock. And our treasury is buoyed up some by a royalty that we have, and that royalty income is presently coming into the treasury. So we're certainly in a solid situation for our current burn rate.
What do you think investors should be focusing on, and give us kind of a runway of what we expect in the next 36 months?
So the Whittle study should conclude in September, October this year, and we want to integrate that into the scope of the PFS. So we're looking to launch into the PFS planning to know what it is we're going to do in that study in the course of 2025, and to queue us up, including in a financial manner, to start a PFS. So second half of this year, gear up for PFS, including some financing. 2026, focus on that pre-feasibility study. focus on proselytizing the opportunities of the project to other developers and to make sure that there's a global awareness about the Santo Tomas project and what it offers. And hopefully that brings us into 2027 poised for something just very, very exciting. We're open to how that might be structured. We'll see what can be done. But the focus is to tee us up in 2025, deliver a lot, do a lot of work and get it right in 2026, and yeah, have a very exciting 27 after that.
So on that note, I think copper is going to be one of the most interesting commodity spaces to follow. Oroco Resource is kind of a junior explorer here that is looking to build this project out to sale to, hopefully actualize some really decent value for us as shareholders if we can ride through this and continue to believe in the trajectory they're headed on, which I personally do. But I will pass that question off to you. I'd love to know what you think in that comment section below.